When the health inspector pushed open the doors of the Krusty Krab, the place had already turned into a living nightmare. Viruses were running rampant inside. One day, the health inspector detected a virus in the Krusty Krab, so he immediately sealed off the restaurant and announced a quarantine. Everyone began to panic. Plankton was scared out of his wits and fled the Krusty Krab at once. But just as he crawled out of a pipe, he was blasted into ashes. At that moment, SpongeBob suddenly sneezed, and everyone was instantly terrified. They locked SpongeBob inside the freezer. He shouted and screamed from inside, which made the people outside even more nervous. But in fact, he was only yelling because he was freezing cold. Later, Patrick saw SpongeBob eating ice cream, so he pretended to be infected too, and was locked into the freezer as well. While everyone was sitting together discussing the situation, Squidward suddenly scratched himself. Everyone suspected he was infected, so he was thrown inside too. Then Mrs. Puff was also suspected of carrying the virus, and became the next one locked in the freezer. In the end, only Mr. Krabs and Pearl were left. At that moment, Pearl suddenly remembered that she had picked up some of Mr. Krabs' money that morning, so she gave it back to him. This unusual behavior made Mr. Krabs suspect his daughter was infected, so Pearl was locked inside too. Now Mr. Krabs was the only one left. Just then, the people in the freezer realized that none of them were actually sick, so they all agreed that the real sick one must be Mr. Krabs. They burst out of the freezer, intending to lock Mr. Krabs inside. A fierce fight broke out. By nightfall, the health inspector returned to inform them that the machine had malfunctioned in the morning, and no one had been infected at all. But to his horror, he discovered that they had all become infected. The health inspector quickly put on protective gear, sealed the Krusty Krab with wooden boards, and dumped it straight into the trash.